Okay, we are up to game week 3 of the EFL Championship season. Teams are playing their Carabao Cup games tonight as the time of recording, and then all getting ready to play their next week of fixtures in the league. Let's just get straight into it with the first game actually popping up here is Blackburn Rovers against West Brom, where this is actually being played on the Sunday, the 14th of August. So, weird that it's saying that it's being played on the Saturday. But anyway, we'll stick with it. So the first game is Blackburn against West Brom, where West Brom last night got a 1-1 draw with Watford. I thought West Brom were very good and deserved all 3 points. They could have come away with none after they did give away a penalty, but Sarr missed it. Blackburn Rovers, they've won 2 from 2 now. They are the only team in the league that have got 6 points. So Blackburn, definitely the favourites for this one. It was a 0-0 draw last time these two sides met each other. West Brom were really good in that game against Watford, and I think that they are going to pick up all 3 points in this one in an away victory, and Blackburn Rovers are going to lose their first game of the season. I'm going to go 2-1 to West Bromwich Albion in this one. We move on to Blackpool against Swansea, where last time out, when these two sides faced, it was a 1-0 victory to Blackpool. Fun fact with this one, Swansea have not won a game against Blackpool in their last 9 meetings. 4 of those past 9 meetings ended in draws. So I think it will end in a draw in this game. But Blackpool have got a very good record against Swansea. As I said, haven't lost in their last 9 meetings. But I do think it'll be a draw in this one. I'll go 1-1. Okay, we move now to the other Welsh side, Cardiff City. They're playing Birmingham City. Cardiff City, they did lose 2-1 to Reading in their last game. Birmingham City beat Huddersfield Town 1-0. Huddersfield were coming on to them just after this one, actually, but Huddersfield have done really badly so far. Had a really poor start to the season. But in this game, I think it's going to be another draw. It was a 1-1 draw last time these two sides faced. I think it's going to be a repeat of the scoreline, and I'm going to go 1-1. Also, there has been 3 draws and 3 Cardiff victories in their last 6 meetings between these two sides. So I don't think Birmingham City will pick up a victory in this one, just given past form. But no, they've had a pretty decent start to the season. Birmingham have, but I do think this one will end a draw, 1-1. Huddersfield Town against Stoke City. As I said, Huddersfield not managed to win a single game as of yet. But I suppose they did have a tricky game at the start against Burnley, but then not to win against Birmingham. Look, I knew Huddersfield will struggle for this season, but it just depends on how much they're going to struggle. This game against Stoke City, I think Stoke's going to win this one. I think Huddersfield's on really bad form at the moment. They need to pick it up, and I do think they'll get a goal. I'm going to say 3-1 Stoke City, though. This is a big prediction, seeing that the last time that these two sides met last season ended in a 1-1 draw. I'm going to say Stoke are going to pick up a victory, and who did they beat last time? They beat Blackpool 2-0. So yeah, they'll definitely want to keep that momentum going. I think they'll score goals in this game. 3-1 to Stoke City, and then we move on to Hull City against Norwich. Norwich are another team that's struggling after they picked up a 1-1 draw with Wigan Athletic in their last game. Hull City picked up a 0-0 draw with Preston North End. It was a pretty boring game, that one, but Norwich still waiting for the first victory of the season. I think they'll get it in this one. It was a 3-2 goal thriller game to Norwich City last time these two sides faced. I don't think Hull will score in this one, though, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 Norwich victory. I'm probably going to keep on going for a 2-0 Norwich victory until Norwich pick up their first win of the season. It's been very poor by Norwich, but I think just they have to get it surely. Just with the quality of side that they do have, I think they'll win this one 2-0. And then it is my side away to Luton Town in this fixture, where whoever the home side is in this fixture wins it. We haven't won at Kenilworth Road since 1999. Luton Town absolutely smashed us 4-0 the last time we faced each other at Kenilworth Road. And unfortunately, I can't see us picking up anything from this game. We've picked up 2 clean sheets so far, 2 0-0 draws. We haven't scored a goal, we haven't conceded a goal. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 Luton Town victory in this one. I'm going to be as fair as possible. I don't think we're going to pick up anything from this game, and I want to quickly move on from it. So, yeah, 2-0 to Luton Town. Middlesbrough against Sheffield United. This one's going to be a big one. Sheffield United, they beat Millwall 2-0 in their last game. Middlesbrough, who did they lose to? Queen's Park Rangers 3-2. That was a big game. Okay, last time these two sides faced, it was a big 4-1 victory to Sheffield United. I think it's going to be a big scoreline again. I think both sides will score. Both sides will score big amount of goals. I'm going to go 3-2 to Middlesbrough in this one. I think Middlesbrough, they need to pick up 3 points as soon as possible. I think such a big game like this, both sides are going to attack each other. I don't think there'll be any defending. I'm going to go all out in this one. Middlesbrough to pick up their first victory of the season, and to do it in a 5-goal thriller as well. Okay, we move on to Millwall against Coventry City, where at the Den, it's a pretty tough place to go. Millwall, of course, lost to Sheffield United last time out. But against Coventry in this one, they didn't play their game in game week 2 with Rotherham United due to Coventry's pitch being deemed unsafe to play in last week's fixture. So that fixture does have to be rearranged or to be played on neutral ground unless Coventry City get their stadium sorted out. But I'm going to go for a Millwall victory in this one. I'm going to go 2-1. I'll back both sides to score, but I feel like Millwall just be a little bit too strong in this game. And then we move on to Rotherham against Reading, where I think both sides will struggle this season. I've put Reading as one of my teams to get relegated at the end of the season, and it was a 1-0 victory to Reading last time these two sides faced, but I do think Rotherham may get something out of this. I'm going to go for another draw. I'm going to go 1-1. Point apiece, I think, in this one. Sunderland against QPR. This one, once again, is another big one. Queen's Park Rangers narrowly beat them 1-0 last time these two sides faced, but that was in 2018 when they were both in the Championship. Sunderland haven't been up in the Championship since they did get relegated, and then obviously they've come back up for this season. But I think it'll be... I'm going to go for another draw, but I think it'll be a high-scoring one this time. I'm going to go 2-2. Sunderland at home. They're going to do well this season. Sunderland did beat Bristol City 3-2 in their last game. It was another big score in that game as well. And then, of course, QPR beat Middlesbrough 3-2. That was that game. But, I'm going to go for a big scoreline, 2-2 draw. Okay, next up, Watford against Burnley. This one's a good one. Both sides coming down from the Premier League last season. Bit of a Premier League clash, I suppose you could say. I'm going to go for another draw, 1-1. It's really hard to determine who's going to beat who, especially when it's such a tough matchup like this. Maybe I would back Burnley to win this one if they had all their Premier League players from last season. But Watford, look, they weren't the best in the 1-1 draw against West Brom. Of course, Ismail Assar with that halfway line goal, and then of course he did miss that penalty chance to win the game 2-1 at the end. At home, though, I think they'll be strong, and I'm going to go for a point apiece in this one and 1-1 draw. And then to finish off we've got Wigan Athletic coming up against Bristol City. Wigan, they've drawn both of their games, a 0-0 draw with Preston, and then a 1-1 draw last time out to Norwich City. Bristol City, of course, as I said, they lost 3-2 to Sunderland in the last game. Once again, I'm just going to go for another draw in this one. I'll go 1-1. I feel, well, Bristol City, they need to pick up some points quickly as possible. Them alongside Huddersfield Town right at the bottom on 0 points. Both sides need to have lift-off. They're still right at the bottom, 2 games in. Wigan Athletic not picked anything else other than draws at the moment. As I said, Preston and Norwich. So I think both sides, they can score goals. And I don't think there'll be a winner in this one. So yeah, once again, another draw. So yeah, that wraps up my Game Week 3 predictions for this Game Week 3 Championship week. So yeah, if you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all next time. Bye.